I'd like to welcome everyone tonight, and it is truly a celebration of our academic scholars from our 5 high schools here in Cumberland County. As a host for this evening's event, I am Peggy Nicolosi, the County Superintendent of Schools. There are 25 seniors that we are honoring tonight, and they are all representing our 5 local high schools. And I also want at this time to thank all of our parents and the support team who are here that have been the foundation for our academic scholars. Tonight's celebration is being sponsored by the Cumberland County Association of Superintendents and School Administrators. The president of the group was unable to be with us this evening, and the president is Dr. Dina Elliott, and she is the superintendent of Cumberland Technical School. Vice president of the association is Dr. David Gentile from Millville. Dr. Gentile. Our guest speaker this evening is Rahi Patel. Our speaker this evening is a graduate in the year of 2013 from Vineland High School, so hats off to Vineland High School tonight for providing us with our speaker. At our table number 1, we have Wayne Knight, who is the County Business Administrator. We have Joe Durella, who is Director of the Freeholders, and we thank you for all of your support. And we also have Mrs. Caroline Noer, who is the County Education Specialist. At this point, I'm going to ask Dr. Jones from Bridgeton to either stand at her place and introduce her administrative team and a board member.
Congratulations to all the top 5 students from all the districts around the county. I am happy to have one of my board members tonight, Ms. Erica Williams-Mosley. And I also have our new Bridgeton High School principal. He's been serving for about 6 weeks. Mr. Carl Delente.
Representing Cumberland County Technical Center, Ms. Patricia Robbins.
Dr. Arlen was unable to make it this evening, and Ruth Hans, I believe, is on her way. She is the vice president of the board. Our board president is not well, so if we could just give a thought for him tonight, and he would have loved to have been here as well.
Thank you. Representing the Millville School District, Dr. David Gentile. Representing the Vineland School District, Dr. Mary Gruccio.
Congratulations to all of our honorees tonight. I'm very proud of all of you. You make our county look great. So thank you for all your hard work, and congratulations to your families as well. Our board president is on his way, but he is not here yet. And we also have with us our high school vice principal, Suzette DeMarchi. Dr. McCann is under the weather and could not be here tonight, so please keep them in your thoughts as well. Thank you very much.
And last but not least is Mr. Steve Price from Cumberland Regional.
Good evening, everyone. Again, thank you for having us dinner tonight. It's a great celebration for all of our students, and a special congratulations to the parents. It's just as much hard work for you as for your kids, so congratulations to all of you. Tonight I have our board president, Mr. Tom Davis, with me. And our high school principal, Mr. Raphael.
And just to give you an idea of how we're going to do this evening, we're going to sit back right now, relax, have a nice meal together, and we have a hostess who will be coming around and directing which tables go up. There will be 2 lines for the buffet, and after the buffet and everyone has partake of our meal, we will then have our speaker and then do the presentation of certificates. So, bon appetit. Enjoy. In high school, he was part of the crew team, track team, as well as playing tennis all 4 years of high school. He was a member of the National Honor Society, the Spanish National Honor Society, and he was also a member of academic and debate teams. After high school, Rahi attended George Washington University for his undergraduate studies and majored in mechanical engineering. As an undergrad, he was involved in many extracurricular activities, continuing with tennis and also with tutoring. He was involved in academic research, where he designed and built a robotic sea lion arm. He is currently pursuing a PhD in mechanical engineering at Carnegie Mellon University. The focus of his research is 3D printing of metal parts. He is involved in tennis once again, and also continues to do teaching and outreach activities with the university. It is my honor and privilege to present our speaker this evening, Mr. Rahi Patel.
Thank you, Dr. Nicolosi. Let's see here. All right, first of all, I'd like to congratulate all of the graduates for their top 5 achievement. Sorry. Just gonna get set up here. All right, before I start this, full disclosure, when I was writing this, I kind of meant to be a little humorous, so if things get interesting, it's not to disrespect anyone here or anything like that, it's just to be funny. All right, here goes nothing. It's been almost 5 years now since I started. Okay, perfect. It's been almost 5 years now since I started college. I tried for a while to sit and think about how I could summarize my experience into a series of rules you should follow about how to succeed, but it was just way too hard and boring. Then I tried to think of a way I could relate to you guys. Here's what I came up with. You know how you guys are all on your phone all the time? I mean, I kind of am too. You like phones. And you like spirit animals. But what if you combine them into a spirit phone? Your parents just gave you $200,000 to spend in the Spirit App Store to download and update as many apps as you can in the next 4 years. Now, I can't tell you which specific apps to download and which ones to update because everyone is different. But what I can do is show you some of the apps I have and how I updated them. Here's my phone. Among these other things, I've got a world knowledge app, a book knowledge app, a travel app, and a health app. Towards the end of high school, I downloaded this app. For some reason, it runs slow on my phone. and is a little behind on updates. Here's the story of how I updated this app. During the middle of my junior year in college, the engineering research lab I was working in hired a new PhD student named Andy. Over the next few months, Andy and I became pretty good friends. Hey, Rahi, you got a girlfriend yet? No. You? No. One day, Andy was sitting at his desk and says, "Hey, Rahi, I found a girl." "What? Nice. Let me see some pics." I go over to his screen and he shows me pictures of this girl from her Facebook profile. She was absolutely gorgeous. Every man's dream. Her name was Carly. Wow. She's gorgeous. How did you meet her? I didn't. What do you mean? I found her on Facebook. How did you find her? Never mind, I don't want to know. So you've never met this girl? Nah, I wish. You're killing me, Andy. She is super pretty, though. Does she go here? Yeah, she's in political science. Political science? That's like the complete opposite of engineering. We're never going to meet this girl. Why would you get my hopes up like that? Over the next year and a half, Carly, this random girl who goes to our school, a girl neither of us had met or had any hopes of running into, would become the comparison point for any dates either of us would go on. Yo, I've got a date tonight. Yeah, right. Nah, I'm serious. We're going out for drinks. Cool, what's she look like? Well, she's 5'7", has nice hair. I'd say it's a 70% Carly level. 70% Carly level? Not bad. A year and a half passes. It's the last semester of my senior year, and my other good friend, Michael, tells me about his class he's in. It's called Human Sexuality. Hey, I got an interesting assignment today, says Michael. In the sex class? Yeah, the assignment says I have to do something I'm uncomfortable with. Michael, I don't like where this is going. I think I'm going to go to a strip club. What? I want you to come with me. I had never been to one, neither had he. I've never even thought of going to one. However, I hesitantly accepted the invitation just for the sake of trying something new. So soon after, Michael, some friends, and I went to a strip club. The cost was absurd. Immediately, they required us to buy a $200 bottle service to even get inside. So we're sitting at a table, a group of 6 or 7 of us, a mix of guys and girls. As we're watching the performers do their thing, Michael and I start conversing with each other over the really loud music. What do you think? Michael asks. What? What do you think? Oh, 85% Carly level. No, you idiot, the club experience. What do you think? Oh, it's interesting. What do I do with these dollar bills? Nothing too crazy happened. We watched the performers as a group finished our bottle and went home after a couple of hours. Later the next day, Michael and I were hanging out and discussing our thoughts on the experience. So, what did you think? What? Are you deaf, Rahi? Yeah, I think so. My ears are still ringing from last night. Oh, okay. Anyway, what do you think of the performer coming up and talking to us? I definitely did not see that coming. I thought they would just do their dance and that would be the end. I did not expect them to come have a conversation with us. Yeah, for sure. I've got a lot to write about in my report now. Well, I didn't have to write a report. I too thought about the experience. I had a lot of preconceived notions about what the experience would be like based off stereotypes. While some of them were true, others weren't. Before this experience, I thought these performers were all desperate or oppressed women in some kind of way. It's not a stereotype I really thought of questioning, but my previous thoughts did change when the performer came up to us after her performance and started talking to us. It completely humanized her in my mind because it was a pretty normal conversation. I learned she was actually a graduate student trying to make some money to pay off her loans, and she kind of enjoyed the work as well. She also had a boyfriend. It turns out many of these performers actually do. While it wasn't really my scene, and I don't plan on going again, I'm glad I actually went. I learned things I never expected to learn. I think Michael did too, which was the whole point of the assignment. So him and I were hanging out again a couple days after. Dude, my human sexuality teacher is so chill. These classes are so entertaining. Yeah, you keep telling me. I kind of wish I could have taken that class. You should just come in and sit in on the class. I guarantee you the professor won't care. You already did one of the assignments anyway. Yeah, all right, I have some free time. It's my last semester. Why not? So I attended one of Michael's human sexuality classes. I was feeling a little nervous because I had never done anything remotely imposter-like before. The professor started taking attendance. Oh no, I'm gonna get exposed. What if he realizes that I never raised my hand? Michael? Here. Jack? Here. Sandra? Here. Carly? Here. Wait a second. I squint to take a closer look. It was her. The woman Andy and I have been talking about for a year and a half. The woman we had been comparing to all our other dates. There she was, in person, at 100% Carly level. I immediately stopped worrying about being exposed by the professor and started thinking about this girl. There was very little chance I would ever meet this girl, and she happens to be in a class that I'm not even enrolled in, a class I showed up to because I was a little curious and bored. I had to ask this girl out. I was never going to get this chance again. There was only one issue. I'm not good at this stuff at all. Give me an exam and time to study, I'll ace it no problem. Tell me to ask that girl out, anxiety to the max. Racing heart, crippling nerves. Believe me, I know I have nothing to be anxious of, and I've tried to reason it away. But that's the thing about irrational fears. You can't talk yourself out of them. You just kind of have to push through. Sometimes I push through and ask, and it would be fine, but there were many more times where I would completely chicken out. I needed something strong to motivate me. Then I thought about it. Andy. This coincidence of seeing Carly in person was too crazy of an event not to tell Andy about. But I know the moment I told him, his immediate follow-up would be, so, did you talk to her? Did you ask her out? The shame I would feel answering no to his question was not worth succumbing to the anxiety of asking Carly out. So I knew I had to do it. The question was, how do I even put myself in the position to get her attention? I had an idea. I was sitting in the back of the classroom, and the only door was behind me. She was in the second row. After class, I'd wait for her to walk past the back row towards the door and swiftly walk out with her. I'd then say something like, so, what'd you think of today's lecture? I'm Rahi, by the way. End of class came around. She got up and walked towards the front of the class. No, you're going the wrong way. Apparently she had to talk to the professor or something. Jeez. She was still in the front after a minute. My heart was pummeling my rib cage, and I was trying to figure out what to do. Michael was walking out, so I walked out with him. My anxiety didn't let me improvise my plan. I decided to go back for another class. I came in with the same plan. This time, it was working. At the end of the class, she was walking towards the door, past the back row. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Wow, she's gorgeous. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And that was that. She was out the door. I had missed my window. Ugh. Class 3, it was actually Valentine's Day. I was thinking that maybe I'd just make a card for her or something. Nah, that would be too much. I know, I'll sit closer to her so I have more time to get away with chickening out. I was the first one, I was sitting one person away from her that class. It was me, some other person, and Carly. I still couldn't figure out a way to start talking to her. I was getting frustrated. This happens all the time. Why can't I do this? I just have to say words to another human being. I know how to do that. At least I had this guy. I kept the same class for plan for class 4. I was just going to try to get as close to her seat as possible. She didn't show up to class that day. I was a little relieved. I wasn't anxious the entire class, but also really annoyed that this wasn't getting anywhere. I kind of didn't want to go back. I just wouldn't tell Andy that I just wouldn't tell Andy that I almost met her. Later that weekend, I was at a party and was talking to some friends who also happened to be enrolled in the same human sexuality class. In fact, they typically sit next to Carly. I was telling them all about my struggle and how I was going to these classes just to ask Carly out. Yeah, it's been like 4 classes. I don't really see a point in going anymore. Are you serious, Rahi? You're struggling this much? Do you just want us to sit somewhere else next class? I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I should have asked them to do this way earlier. Class 5. I walk in, and my friends I talked to at the party earlier sat 1 row ahead of where they normally sit, like they said they would. I take one of their regular seats. 30 seconds later, Carly walks in and sits down right next to me. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, she's sitting right next to me. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I had no idea what I was going to say. She takes out her laptop, connects her charger to it. She leans over into the space in between us to plug the other end of her charger into the outlet. I'm clinically brain dead at this point. In that moment, my hand automatically reaches towards her charger. Here, let me get that for you. I'm Rahi, by the way. Oh, thanks. Carly. I talked to her for a little bit before the professor started talking, and also walked out with her after class. She was very friendly and easy to talk to. Right before we parted, I asked her, "Hey, it was nice meeting you. Would you like to get lunch sometime?" Oh, sorry. I'm actually seeing someone. Oh. But I didn't care at all what the answer was. I had done it. I didn't chicken out. I told Andy the entire story. Oh well, you shot your shot. Andy finally had one mutual Facebook friend with Carly now. It was me. I only interacted with Carly twice after that. The first time she messaged me on Facebook asking me for notes in the class. "Hey, can you send me your class notes? I was out today." No, sorry. I was only in the class so I could ask you out. Oh my gosh, that's so flattering. The second time I interacted with her was a couple months later when Andy, Michael, and I went out to a bar. She happened to be there, was a little tipsy, and she saw me. "Hi," she exclaimed. She walked up to me, gave me a really nice hug, and walked away. This is the last time I ever saw her. I turned to Andy, looked at him, and said, "The culmination of all my efforts. Totally worth it." It really was worth the effort because I was actually proud of myself. I'd successfully done something that was difficult for me. And I wouldn't say I'm Mr. Smooth now by any stretch of the imagination. I still get nervous and chicken out sometimes, but it is a little bit easier now. This experience was my version update on my dating app from 1.0 to 2.0. And the strip club experience allowed me to update my world knowledge app from 0.001 to 0.0015. These updates don't just happen automatically. Okay, well, maybe they do on real phones, but not in the Spirit one. The only way to learn and build skills actually worth learning is to do things you are uncomfortable doing. Provided it's safe, get out of your comfort zone for as long as you can, as many times as you can. It was by far the best piece of advice I got before I went to college. By definition, it is hard, but if you do it, you will be so much better for it. Because of the countless opportunities at your fingertips in college, it is the perfect place to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Take advantage of the chance to do this, or you're going to be stuck on iOS 8 while everyone else is on iOS 11. I'll leave you with this. When I was sitting at home yesterday starting to write this speech, I couldn't help but check my phone countless times. As I was doing this, I realized there's one app I had put off from downloading my entire life. Thank you, and good luck in college.
Thank you,
No, sorry.
and on behalf of everyone here and the association, we'd like to give you a little thank you,
Oh, thank you.
for your evening here.
This is very
And Carly's
is
loss,
it.
but I can tell you, you are persistent. At this point in our program, we are going to start the presentation of the academic scholars. And we're going to start with Bridgeton. I'm going to ask Dr. Jones to come up with her school administrator and board member. And I'm also going to ask Mr. Durella and Mrs. Barber to come up to be part of the reception line. And what they're going to do is introduce our graduates and our scholars and present the certificate.
Good evening and congratulations to everyone here. I just want to say on behalf of Bridgeton Schools, you know, it's a true honor to be the top 5 in your class. So when you bring honor to yourself, you bring honor to your family. Being a parent, I know how important that must be to all of you. So congratulations to all of our parents here for raising such wonderful children. We're going to start off with our valedictorian, Mr. Juan Vera. Juan comes to us from Myron L. Powell Elementary School. He has a 4.4 GPA. He's involved in Interact Club, Latin American Club, National Honor Society, Environmental Club. He's an ACE mentor, senior mentor, and plays tennis. He also is involved in the community through the Unidos para la Familia daycare, and is a student interpreter for the schools all throughout Bridgeton. He was accepted by NJIT, Rutgers University, New Brunswick, Rowan University, and Drexel University. And he has accepted Rowan University as his college of choice to study civil engineering. He also received $11,000 in merit scholarships at Rowan University. Juan Vera. Our salutatorian is Miss Samantha Holder. Samantha comes to us from Bridgeton Christian School. She has a 4.35 GPA. She takes part in National Honor Society, Environmental Club, Yearbook, tennis, Big Brothers Big Sisters, is a senior mentor, participated in mock trial, which also won all Cumberland County, and cheerleading. She also takes part in the Bridgeton City Park cleanups with the Environmental Club. She was accepted by Stockton University, SUNY at Albany, Penn State University, Drexel University, New Jersey City University, and Monmouth University. She has chosen Stockton University for criminal justice and received $7,000 from Stockton for her academics and a $1,000 Edward Pinson scholarship. Our number 3, Gilberto Torres. Gilberto comes from our Excel program. He has a 4.0 GPA. He played in the BHS Orchestra and volunteers at Vineland Hospitals in Spira. He was accepted to Rutgers Camden and New Brunswick, Drexel University, the College of New Jersey, Rowan University, and Cumberland County College. He's chosen the College of New Jersey for biomedical engineering. Our number 4 is Omar Cruz. Omar comes to BHS from Quarter Mile Lane. He has a 4.2 GPA. He's part of the Latin American Club, Interact Club, and Environmental Club. He also partakes in the ACE program after school on Wednesdays and serves as a student interpreter. He's going to Cumberland County College for engineering and received a scholarship from Cumberland County College for his academics. And last but certainly not least, Frank Gonzalez. Frank comes to us from Broad Street School. He has a 4.3 GPA. He takes part in the National Honor Society, boys soccer, boys tennis, HOSA, DECA, and Interact Club. He also serves the community with his church as a Pathfinder's mentor. He was accepted by Drexel University, Drew University, Rowan University, Cumberland County College, and while he remains undecided, he is leaning towards Rowan University with a major in statistics. He's decided today, he's going to Rowan, all right. Thank you again, and congratulations to all our recipients.
Our next presenter is representatives from Cumberland Regional. Mr. Price, your board member and school administrator.
I'll quickly echo what everybody else has been saying. This is a great honor for you. your parents. You guys worked hard to get to where you are, and I know that you will all go off and be extremely successful and hopefully come back and contribute to Cumberland County in our businesses and schools. It's my honor to introduce, at no particular order, our CRHS Top 5. This class is kind of special to me because it's my first class that I've seen fully through as principal after taking over the school. So this is the first group. Our first student is Cody Edminster. Cody was on the swim team, TSA, National Honor Society, Junior Classical League, FCA, Latin Honor Society, and Interact, and he plans on attending the College of New Jersey, where he will major in biomedical engineering.
Thank you.
Next up is Kelsey Pistirko. Kelsey has been involved in Student Council, TSA, Vice President, National Honor Society President, AV Club, Interact, French Honor Society, and SAD. And she also placed second, along with one of our other students, Riley Weber, in the State Technology Problem Solving Contest earlier this year. So congratulations. She will be attending Villanova, majoring in electrical engineering. Our next student is Nicholas Wright. Nicholas has been involved in the Political Science Club, National Honor Society, Latin Honor Society, Junior Classical League, Chem Club, as well as mock trial. He plans on attending Eckerd College and will be majoring in pre-med. Our next student is Chris Patton. Chris has been involved in the Omnium Literary Magazine. He's been one of our peer tutors. He's been involved in chess club, and he's also involved in volunteer work outside of the school as well. He plans on attending the University of the Sciences and will major in pharmaceutical chemistry. And last, certainly not least, Riley Weber. Riley was our Board of Education student rep, class treasurer, president TSA, the Technology Student Association. She was in Interact, Leo, part of the AV Club, National Latin Honor Society, Chem Club, Advisory Committee. She also, once again, she played field hockey and was also varsity swimmer. She plans on attending Rowan University, and she will be in the Honors College and College of Engineering for biomedical engineering and an accelerated MD program with Cooper Medical School this fall. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Cumberland Regional. Our next presenter, Mrs. Robbins from Cumberland Tech.
Thank you. Cumberland County Technical Education Center is very proud to have these students here tonight and for you to honor them. These students come from the 4 high schools here. They chose to come to Tech as juniors into a specific program, so they had in mind a little bit of a career path at the end, in the midst of their sophomore year in high school, and they have excelled at that career path. First, we have Elise Allen. Elise is a Millville High School student. She's in the sports medicine program. She's a National Technical Honor Society student and a member of our HOSA organization. She plans to attend Cumberland County College in the fall and actually pursue criminal justice. So Elise Allen. Next, we have Isaac Herkelrath. Isaac comes to Tech from Cumberland Christian School, and he's in our construction trade program. He is a National Honor Society member. He's the senior class vice president, a member of their student government. He was recently honored as a National Technical Honor Society inductee. He was part of our program advisory committee at Tech, and he also was a Skills USA competitor. He has traveled to Haiti on mission trip and has informed us that he'd like to go back at any moment. He is planning to join the workforce and pursue a career in his career path. So Isaac Herkelrath. David Jacome Mendoza. David comes to Tech from Vineland High School, and he's in the welding technology program. He is a silver medalist at the Skills USA competition this year in welding. He is recently an inductee to the National Technical Honor Society. His hobbies and activities include parkour and free running stunts that he does video of and edits those videos. I saw some today, and they're absolutely amazing. And he enjoys drawing and learning. He currently works at Yank Marine down in Tuckahoe, and he plans to pursue post-secondary technical schooling in Allentown, Pennsylvania. David. Juan Montero. Juan is a Millville High School student in our automotive technology program. He is a member of the Physical Education Leaders Club at Millville, the Auto Car Club, and is a 4-year soccer participant. He is a member of the Young Marines. Juan has enlisted in the Marine Corps and will be deployed in August to Parris Island, South Carolina, and his goal is to be a combat engineer. Juan Montero. Diamond Rivera. Diamond is a Millville High School student in our Certified Nursing Assistant program. She is a track and field participant at Millville, basketball, fall cheerleading, National Honor Society, Glamour Girls, Leaders Club, and Student Council. She is a volunteer at Inspira Hospital and in the Bridgeton Soup Kitchen. She has been accepted to 8 universities and has decided to attend Bowie State, and she's going to pursue a BSN in nursing. She's, Bowie State, that's where we're going, right? Okay. All right, thank you very much. Diamond Rivera.
Our next presenter is Millville, Dr. Gentile, and the principal, Miss Stephanie DeRose.
I want to thank everyone once again for being here, especially for everyone that made this evening possible. Not too often do the administrators and school leaders, as well as county leadership, be able to be in one room and share the honor of the glory of all of our students and their hard work and their families. I find it very honorable because I'm not only honoring 5 students, but because of CC Tech, I'm honoring 8 students tonight. So for that, that's a true success of our school system, and I'm very proud. My first student, our valedictorian, is Marta Majewski. Marta has been accepted to several universities, but will be attending Bucknell University majoring in neuroscience. Her activities included academic varsity letter, bronze congressional award recipient, silver congressional award recipient, gold congressional award recipient, leaders club, varsity swimming, student council, gifted and talented, National Honor Society, model congress, her church youth group, Inspira volunteer, and the Wheaton Arts volunteer in her spare time. One of the things we like to do is just get some words from some of their teachers, so it's much more personal. Ms. Horn had some things saying having Marta was like Christmas Day every day. Marta's dedication, determination, and commitment to learn provided a structural anatomy to her academic excellence at Millville High School. Congratulations, Marta. One thing I forgot to mention, Marta has a 4.6 GPA. Our number 2, our salutatorian, is Amalia Cottrell. Her GPA is a 4.47, being accepted to several universities, including Fordham and University of Scranton. She has selected Bryn Mawr College for mathematics and political science. Her activities included academic varsity letter, varsity swimming, marching band, model congress, National Honor Society secretary, Millville Public Library volunteer, and also worked our paint crew for the school. One of the things that Mr. DeSantis had to say about her was, we just call Amalia Reverend. She's such a wonderful person, and we in the music department are going to miss her dearly. She is blessed, truly, she is a blessing for our band Reverend, and we know she will do great things. Mr. Canino said she is a perfectionist when it comes to design, and they wish her truly the best. Congratulations. Our number 3 is Anastasia Setse. Anastasia had a 4.4 GPA and will be attending Lehigh University for biology. Her activities include academic varsity letter, varsity field hockey, varsity lacrosse, also painted my school, which is great, clay club, health professions club, engineering and robotics club, ACE, did architecture, construction, and engineering program, the National Youth Congress for Libiondo, National Honor Society, Leaders Club, and all did this while holding a part-time job, which I believe that is truly commendable. One of the things that Ms. Horn said was Anastasia optimizes the true essence of education through her passion of both learning and life. She exemplifies kindness, consideration, and respect towards everyone she encounters, and always has a positive word on her tongue and a warm smile on her face. Congratulations. Our number 4 is Caitlin Rivera. Caitlin has a 4.4 GPA. She will be attending Cumberland County College. She was an Inspira volunteer, winter track, spring track, cross country, volunteer to teach veterans guitar. I might need you someday. National Honor Society, marching band, academic varsity letter, and leaders club. She is majoring in biomedical health care. One of her teachers said, Caitlin's compassionate heart and sense of helping others will serve her well in her quest of becoming a nurse after college. I believe that this ideal student will blossom into an incredible and successful young adult who will always strive to do her best. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce Quinn Shepard, our number 5. Quinn will be graduating with a 4.4 GPA. She has been accepted to several colleges, but has selected University of San Diego for communications. Her activities include Academic Varsity Letter, National Honor Society, Model Congress, Varsity Swimming, Varsity Lacrosse, Leaders Club, Academic Team, New Jersey Envirothon, Powder Puff, Millville Youth Travel, Lacrosse Volunteer Coach. Quinn has a unique comment. Mr. Brannon said, "Whenever I asked Quinn to help another student who missed a lesson due to an absence, she stepped up and did a fantastic job. On at least one occasion, I received feedback. Quinn teaches this stuff better than you, Mr. Brannon." Which is truly a testament of her ability to quickly master material and share it with others. Congratulations, Quinn. Once again, thank you to all the families, and we are truly proud of their success. Thank you.
Our next presenter is Dr. Bricio and Ms. Suzette Marchi from Vineland.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to be here this evening to recognize Vineland High School's top 5 graduates for the class of 2018. I'm going to begin tonight by recognizing Vineland High School's valedictorian for the class of 2018, Anuj Patel. Anuj has achieved a 4.56 grade point average. He will be attending the University of Pennsylvania in the fall and will be studying electrical engineering. During his years at Vineland High School, Anuj was a member of the varsity tennis team, National Honor Society, Shape Club, and Interact Club. He also volunteered his time with the following: Rotary Project Green, Gift Wrapping Big Brothers Big Sisters, Interact Leadership Conference, and also volunteered his time with Vineland Little League Challenger League Buddies. Anuj is here this evening with his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Patel, and his brother, Rahi. Congratulations to Anuj Patel, Vineland High School's valedictorian. Our salutatorian was unable to make it this evening, but I would still like to share a little bit about our salutatorian, Priya Patel. Priya has achieved a 4.54 grade point average. She will be attending Rutgers University in the fall, and she will be studying pre-med and mathematics and wants to be a surgeon. While in Vineland High School, Priya was the founder and president of the UNICEF Club. She was the member of the girls' tennis team and track team, academic team, as well as a member of the National Honor Society. Priya has volunteered over 70 hours at Inspira Hospital, tutored students in math and English, as well as completed a 5-month law internship. She is our salutatorian for the class of 2018. Next, our number 3. I'd like to recognize Catherine Scanlon. Catherine has earned a 4.51 grade point average. In the fall, Catherine will be attending the University of Delaware, where she will be studying civil and environmental engineering. While in high school, Catherine was a member of the varsity soccer team, Interact Club, Shape Club, the National Honor Society, and spent a lot of time working with our stage crew. She also spent a great deal of time volunteering for the SPCA, Read Across America, Bubbles for Autism, Challenger League, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Adopt a Spot, and the Lego League Tournament. In addition, I don't know how you found time, but she also maintained a job at the Greenview Inn. Catherine is here this evening with her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Scanlon. Congratulations, Catherine. Number 4, Natalia Smith. Natalia has earned a grade point average of a 4.49. In the fall, Natalia will be attending Rutgers University and majoring in chemical engineering. While in Vineland High School, Natalia was a member of the Interact Club, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Chemistry Club, and was a member of the cross-country team. She also spent a great deal of time volunteering for our Super Science Saturdays, Bubbles for Autism, Adopt a Spot, as well as the SPCA. She is here this evening with her Aunt Brazil and her Grandmom Tracy. Congratulations, Natalia. Number 5, Julia Albertson. Julia has earned a grade point average of a 4.49. She will be attending Temple University in the fall, where she will be studying anthropology and human biology. While at Vineland High School, she was a member of our varsity swim team, a member of the crew team, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, Vineland Historical Committee, Interact Club, Shape Club, as well as the academic team. She also spent a great deal of time completing community service projects, such as the American Littoral Society Coral Reef Constructions, Project Green, Taste of the Towns, and various campus cleanups. She is here this evening with her parents, Jessica and Chris Albertson. Congratulations, Julia. Thank you.
Before we continue with our program, I want to thank the South Jersey Times for doing this one-page photograph of all of our academic scholars. I don't have it this evening, but it will be ready next week. There'll be a copy for each one of our scholars, and it will be laminated for you. So thanks to South Jersey Times for providing that for each one of you. I also would, at this time, would like to thank the Vineland School District for providing the video and the photography of our event this evening. And I would be very remiss if I did not thank our parents, grandparents, friends, and all the members of the Academic Scholars Support Team. And at this point, I would like to have all of our parents please stand for a moment. And as you take your seat, I would certainly hope that your son or daughter will reach over to you and say, "Thanks, Mom and Dad, for the support that you have given." Thank you. Okay, very good. Very good. You know, I had talked about you all having a support team, and they were the people behind the scenes, whether it be your parents, teachers, guidance counselors. They were all part of making you where you are today and the success that you are today. And they have been there prodding, pushing, sometimes, you know, giving you a hard time to get your assignments in. But they were your main support team. And we have a lot to be thankful because you are sitting here because of their support. Now, you're probably sitting here saying, but wait, yeah, they were there behind the scenes. I did all the work. There were times that you gave up your free time to get a paper completed or to get ready to take an AP exam. There is no formula for success. There is no magic bullet for it. You have to be prepared, and there's a certain amount of persistence. And just as Rajiv said this evening, he was persistent in going after Carly. So you have to be persistent in your future endeavors. You have to look and say that education is a lifelong endeavor. Education is not done. Your education is just beginning, and it will continue for the rest of your life. And you're going to look at your successes, and some people will say a person is measured on their successes, but it's not your successes. It's how quickly you bounce back from when you have fallen or if you've had some setbacks. It's how you are resilient and you stick to it to get the job done. There are going to be times when you're going to be criticized and you're going to be, thinking, is this all worth it? But surround yourself with people that have integrity. And when you make decisions, make it knowing your parents and everyone have given you the foundation. You know what's right and what's wrong. Look and make the right decisions, and no one can take your name, your good name away from you, but you. You are the one that is responsible for that. Today we celebrate your success, but this is just one of the first steps in your future. May you continue. Many of you are going to a college or a university, a trade school, and I have to say that we are all going to be in great hands, whether we go to you as a doctor or you are working on fixing something for us, that our future, you are our future, and we are in extremely good hands. Congratulations once again to you, our academic scholars. Congratulations to our school districts for preparing you to get you to this point, and thank you for the Cumberland County community of educators who have helped you. Thank you, and good night.